This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. 9-time Olympic gold medalist for the USA, Carl Lewis, in town for the IAAF World Relays, which start on Saturday here at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium. Now, yesterday, a welcome reception was held for Lewis at Curley's Arawak Key, where he spoke to the media.
I have an athlete on the team, LaShawn Collins, who's going to be running first leg. Okay. He's a part of I have a team called Team Perfect Method, and he made the team for the U.S. But also, Mario Burke, who is an athlete from Barbados, is running, and I coach him. And from a U.S. perspective, Coach Arn Richburg and I have known each other for years and had a great relationship. And anyone that's American can understand the frustration, especially someone like myself who was around for 18 years, and we always won the relays. And now we've not won a major relay in over 10 years in the 4x1. So I reached out to him and just to congratulate him, and so he asked me to come in and help and advise in any way, and I'm accepting that role.
Joined by some of our Bahamian athletes who will participate in the World Relays, Lewis was asked if he felt slighted that the event wasn't around when he still competed.
I only had a World Championships every 4 years, so it had been great to have every 2 years. It had been great to have had the World Relays. I would have loved to have had those events, but it isn't. We didn't have it. I'm just glad, like I said, that they have it now, and I'm glad that they have thought about putting these types of events together because the fans love the relays.
We told you yesterday that IAAF President Lord Sebastian Coe is in town for the World Relays. The Bahamas will be the host of the event for the next couple of editions, and the IAAF President believes this may be a permanent home.
One of the challenges that you've posed to everybody is you've made such a huge success of them, everybody now wants to stage them. So we will obviously have to see, but I know the Prime Minister, the government have been very generous in supporting them over the next couple of editions, and I think then we will obviously have to sit down and have more discussions. But my instinct is, at this very moment, it's in a very natural home.
The Carifta Track and Field Championships finished up earlier this week in Curacao. Charles Fisher has a recap of the overall performance.
Team Bahamas' total medal count was 31, 6 gold, 15 silvers, and 10 bronze, down from 34 last year in Grenada. But head coach Marvin Darville saw an improvement.
I thought we did fairly well. We had an additional goal added to last year's total. From 5, we went to 6. But you notice there was a decrease in the total number of medals. But ultimately, it's the quality of the medals. So this year's team, we end up finishing in 3rd position. I thought that the team performed excellently.
The Bahamas, the strongest in the field and jumps, where 60% of our medals came from.
The field event athletes were exceptional, from high jump, long jump, triple jump, males and females. Then when we go to the throwing events, we had gold, silver, multiple silvers and bronze medals in those events.
The Bahamas will host the 2018 Carifta Games, and the under-17 division will be back. No more under-18.
I wish that was this year. What kind of happens is that all of our under-18s are now going to be under-20, but it lends for a greater degree of competition amongst not only our country, but regionally and internationally. I think it's a good idea going back.
It's not for the Federation President of the IAAF to imprint his views on what best works at a regional level and at a continental level. I back that judgment, and I do think that the case that was made was a very strong one, and it got unanimous support.
Good job by Team Bahamas, and the best for 2018. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
The Carifta Swimming Championships also came to a close this week as Team Bahamas won its 3rd title in the past 4 years. Most of the athletes, of course, get the most attention, but as Kelsey Johnson tells us, there's another important component as well.
You would hear on your marks, but set and the sound of a gun are switched out for a whistle and a loud horn. That's how swimmers dive into competition at meets. This tradition, practiced at all swimming events around the world, was done to a T at the recently held Carifta Swimming Championships.
Swimming is different in other sports. Our mode of initiation for meet is a whistle. And of course, we have whistles in our junk canoe. There are lots of whistles in the stands. So the official has to be completely alert as to what's happening at all times, particularly the referee and the starter, and wait until there's complete silence or even ask for silence to ensure that the swimmers have the absolute advantage at every start.
With the Carifta Swimming Championships being a high-caliber meet, President of the Bahamas Swimming Federation, Algernon Cargill, wanted to ensure that everything is perfect.
The electronic timing is required for meet at this level. After electronic timing, then there's backup timing, and the third is the official timers. FINA requires 3 timers per lane, and the 3 timers per lane are used as a third alternative in the event of the official scoreboard failure or backup timing failure.
Here's how you know when a swimmer gets disqualified.
It's the official's job, not the timer, to disqualify the athlete. And particularly on the start, for example, I disqualified a swimmer this morning on the start. What happened was the starter didn't call it, but I saw it. And as a referee, you have absolute control of the meet. So I overruled the starter and I disqualified the swimmer for false start. The swimmer has to be completely still at the start. There's no movement at all. This swimmer was rattling in the blocks, and we couldn't extend it or delay the meet any longer. So it was my job then as the head referee to me to disqualify that swimmer.
Kelsey Johnson, ZNS Total Sports.
The Bahamas Baseball Federation held a showcase for Major League Baseball this past weekend. Scouts were definitely impressed with what they saw, and BBF President Teddy Sweeting believes even more can be achieved if the sport is played more at the high school level.
Baseball is not something to play with. It affords young men the opportunity to make millions of dollars. I've spoken with the education, and what they need to do is we need to spend some money if we want to do it correctly in the schools. It's not going to happen when we're playing a game for an hour or 45 minutes and you expect you to see some level of improvement or you want to see some level of development. We need facilities. What you're seeing now and the development that you're seeing, it's happening with not the correct facilities in place. You know, scouts always tell us, boy, you guys must be doing something that we need to come and check on, because, you know, you look back at it and you say it's impossible what you're now benefiting from.
So under 2 days to go now until the start of the IAAF World Relays here at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium. And don't worry, if you don't come out, you can catch all the action live from start to finish on the ZNS television network. And that will do it for sports. Stay tuned, check on weather, still to come.